Living simply and with frugal thoughts in mind is what I am sharing today. So let's start off with a giant simmer pot. So I am using a canning pot because I am putting some cedar wood essential oil in my pot to help add some humidity to my home. It's just such a great way to add moisture and a good smell. So I wanted to share a little Costco haul for you. We go probably about every 3 months, so not that often. I do supplement with Azure and sometimes like a Walmart grocery pickup for more fresh stuff. But I'll share with you what we get from Costco. We like this organic peanut butter, so I got 2 of those so we don't have to go back because we go through peanut butter quickly, especially with my homemade protein balls. Almond butter, don't go through this as fast, so I just got 1. I got 1 maple syrup because I already had 2 downstairs. Then this is the best marinara sauce I can find that's out there. That's organic marinara, no sugar added, which I love because all other marinara sauces I've ever found have added sugar. And then got this avocado spray. This I wasn't planning on getting, but they're really nice for, a quick chicken salad or throwing in like a pasta dish. So that's really handy to have on hand. Needed some more ketchup, and the Heinz Simply is nice, less sugar. And then I got some avocado mayo. And then let's see, we tried these organic sun-dried figs. We got some from Amazon, a different brand. We're already open. And these look just kind of funky on the inside. I don't know, they're really light. Let me know if they're supposed to be that light. I thought figs are supposed to be a little bit darker, but they're still decent. They taste okay. And then we usually get the dried mangoes without added sugar. They were out, so that's why we got that. Then I got some Kirkland organic all-purpose flour. I used to get King Arthur, but I had tried this one this time. We enjoy the sweet potato crackers with soups, and it's sandwich season, so sometimes we'll just have like tuna salad with crackers, almond flour crackers. And then, coffee. Got 2 of these because we have an espresso machine, so we need our whole bean coffee. For fresh, I got a pineapple that was on sale. We got bacon. It's already been in the freezer, so it's pretty solid. Berries are in season right now, so picked up some of those. I will probably freeze some of these as well, and that will be helpful for smoothies, and they'll just last. Then I needed celery for a recipe, and this is all they have, of course, at Costco, so we'll just be eating some more celery. Avocados, of course, we eat those. Asparagus is in season right now, so I got those. Then I always get spinach, whether the organic kind from Walmart or from Costco, because I saute it for breakfast. And mushrooms, same thing. We enjoy our mushrooms. And so, yeah, like that's about our haul, I think. Everything I pulled out of the fridge for you to see. And total, this was about $320. So not awful. It'll get us through several months for some of the things we need for surplus. So I just thought I'd share with you what I got this time. And we have a lot of meat. I get meat from local raisers, local farms, and eggs and milk. And so our more expensive items do come from locally raised and grown. Some other things I had put in a drawer. We like these uncooked flour tortillas. That way we can just cook them up in a pan. I did get some deli meat because sandwich season, like I said. These beef sticks are also great for snacks for the kids, my husband, myself. Very natural, not much to them, so I like that. And then goat cheese. We really like the goat cheese. All right, I also want to share with you a little entrepreneurial business that I have. It doesn't make a lot, but it's a fun way for me to be able to go thrifting and antiquing and to resell. So I have a shelf in an antique booth, and doesn't mean everything is antique. As you can see, there's things that are just vintage. There's some of my kids' toys in there. There's things I found at rummage sales. There's things that I thought I would use in my home and then didn't. And I appreciate that I have a place to put some of my items. So I am pricing these different items because I'm going to restock my shelf. It has been months since I've been there. It's hard to get out and restock my shelf when I have 3 littles and I have to drive about an hour each way to get there. So I'm taking some time. My kiddos are helping me pull stuff out to price what I no longer need in my home. And you know, it makes okay money. If I was more persistent with it and did more restocking, I'm sure it would do much better. But I like to be entrepreneurial and just think of different ways, different streams of income that we can have as a family. Whether that be listing things on Facebook Marketplace, having an antique booth, doing garage sales, whatever it may be. It's a good way to get things out of your home as well. It's funny too how a couple of the items I actually decided to keep because I wanted to use them in my own home. So there's my shelf now. It's kind of sparse. There's a few things that just didn't go that I'd had in there for months. So I'm just doing some rearranging, lowering prices, because if it hasn't sold in a while, why not just lower the price and get it off the shelf? So there's some wonderful things, see, that I would think would go, but that other people, for some reason, it just doesn't happen to be their cup of tea. As many of you know, I do really enjoy thrifting and rummaging, and so if there's something I really like that I don't want in my home, I do just put it on my shelf. So here some of it is restocked. I didn't end up getting the best footage, but if you are local, you can check it out. It's 605 Antiques in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And there's just a little bit more with where the toys are at and a few other bigger pieces. Okay, so I want to share a soup. I know it's spring, not really soup season, but this is one that I'm still making because it's still chilly. Spring doesn't mean really hot weather in South Dakota. So I am making a slow cooker creamy chicken corn chowder. So you've probably seen me make it a few times, but I do have the recipe over on my blog, daviekillian.com. that you can check out. It's a great way to use a leftover whole chicken, some potatoes, corn, celery, carrots. Gotta have that homemade chicken broth, because if you have a whole chicken, you can make homemade chicken broth. So using that, and then of course it's super creamy with milk, cheese, sour cream. So if you want something that's pretty simple to just put together in the crock pot and come home to and take 20 more minutes to work on it a little bit more, you've got a wonderful recipe here. About 20 or 30 minutes before you serve it, you add the cornstarch and milk, and then the cheese and the sour cream, and it's just, like I said, a very hearty, wholesome, cozy meal. So yeah, not exactly springy, but it is delicious with some homemade bread, with some different crackers, and it's just a great go-to that my entire family loves. And lastly, this is a bit more on the springy side, is getting my seeds started with my little girls. It's so fun to be able to get them involved and get it all messy. Yes, not always my favorite, but hey, they're learning as we go and teaching them just some homemaking skills in the garden area. And I did talk about these little seed cell trays. I'll link them in the description box for you, but look at the lovely plants as they are now coming. So thanks for coming along today as I shared little snippets of my homemaking life.